If you've been trying to get back into exercise, but every time you start, you end up stopping, this is for you. I'm not here to tell you just stay motivated, because I had stopped exercise for 7 weeks and feeling motivated wasn't the key. Instead of waiting until after I had rebuilt my fitness, I grabbed the camera right from day one and started filming from the very first run.
I feel sick. Why do I have knee pain? I don't really want to go. I am a little bit nervous. Oh my gosh, I hope nobody looks at me. My body has been aching. I have a lot lower energy.
I had it all. I'll show you what actually kept me showing up. Over the 90 days, you'll see what restarting exercise really looks like. Not the polished version, the honest one. Because studies show 47.6% of people who want to exercise never actually follow through. So I wanted to find out what makes the difference between wanting to exercise and actually showing up. Let's find out.
I ended up just kind of completely maxing out on my year's energy at the end of last year, and I couldn't bring myself to go to the gym or to run. So I took a slightly longer break than I was intending. But now I'm back. I'm gonna be going back to the gym. I'm going to be running again. I haven't worked out for 7 weeks. On day 0, I feel 2 bags of emotions. I know it's really good for my mental health, for my physical health, and even for my spiritual well-being. But at the same time, I don't really want to. I'm at a bit of a tug and war within me of I don't really want to do this, but I know that I should. Okay, so day 1. I woke up not feeling that great. I was just feeling quite sad about something that I have to work through in my personal life. So this morning I just don't feel excited, happy. I don't feel that get up and go, but we're here. And also it's quite foggy outside. It's not that inviting for a run, and it's -1 degrees Celsius, so it is below freezing.
So let's see you move like this, like
I feel sick. As I was running, I was literally thinking, I feel like I'm going to throw up. I feel unwell. My face is frozen and I can barely even speak because it's so cold. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, have I run like 10K? But I looked at my phone and it had been 1.5. I just don't feel well. Like I didn't want to be on the run. Even my hair was going all over the place and it was shrinking up because it's misty. And I just don't feel good. I don't feel cute. I don't feel like I'm having a good time. I don't feel any endorphins or like I want to be here, but so I did 4.48 kilometers. I was kind of hoping to do 5, but honestly, I was probably done at about 3 kilometers. My knees hurt. My knees literally hurt. And I'm thinking, why do I have knee pain? Literally, what is going on? That is the end of day 1. I feel okay. I just feel okay. So today is going to be my first day back in the gym. I am a little bit nervous because I haven't been here for a long time, the feeling inside me is kind of like, oh my gosh, I hope nobody looks at me. You know that nervous feeling you get when you're first doing something and you don't want attention drawn towards you? That's kind of how I feel.
1, 2, 3, go!
I had done the first couple of exercises, my body kind of shifted into gear and realized, okay, we are working our muscles out right now. And that's when it started to feel more like a flow. And it was a little bit painful because obviously the point of weightlifting is putting your body under a good stress, but it felt good. It was just shifting me back into that mindset of growth, because lifting weights and moving and expanding your muscles can also help you move and expand your mind.
So it's much later in the day, about an hour after the gym, I started to feel so good, like fantastic. I could feel the endorphins running through me. The way that I describe it is it's a feeling of momentum, like I'm building momentum to move forward in life. So if you're struggling to feel like you can move forward in life, or like you have that passion and that pace, I would definitely say that working out is a great way to shift you into that reality and shift you into that feeling and that mindset. My body has been aching for the past few days. I'm gonna do some gentle stretching exercises. I kind of feel like I really should do this, but it seems like another item on my to-do list. Way that I can describe it is it hurts so good. The tension is being released. It's not that stressful pain, but that relaxation, letting go of things that were pent up. Last week, I only ran once. I didn't do any other workout or stretching, just because I had a lot of emotions rising up. And I prioritized sorting through my emotions and making sure I was emotionally well over working out. If I'm being honest, today I feel a little bit shaky. Yesterday, I had some unexpected news, which was a little bit surprising and made me shake a little bit internally. But today we're gonna go to the gym, we're gonna refocus.
one of those days where I didn't feel on top of the world once I finished the workouts or the rest of the day, but I'm still glad that I did it, because those days will come, but they build and they compound on a routine and a history of other days when we kept going even when we didn't feel like it, in terms of doing healthy things for our bodies, for our minds, for our emotions, and all parts of us. Today is Monday, the 31st of March, and for the past 2 weeks, I have managed to do 3 workouts per week. It feels really good to keep up with my target and my goal, and it feels like now I'm getting into the rhythm and the routine of working out consistently. I'm going to do an at-home HIIT workout. I actually used to do HIIT workouts all the time because I was too nervous and too shy to go to the gym. I felt like I didn't know what I was doing with weights.
Walking tightrope, say the lightning, like how you move. I would swim across the ocean to hold on to you.
It's a few hours later and I feel energized. As I said, at-home workouts are a great way to get started with working out. You don't have to feel like anybody is watching you or judging you. You can do them without weights at home, and then as you progress, you can add weights. I feel good. I feel like my body is finally starting to adjust to this new normal of my workout routine, and as it adjusts, it's a lot easier to engage with and work out. So I'm almost at the gym, and I realized as I was making my way there that I don't really want to go. I don't really feel like working out. When I was at home, I was excited at the idea, but now that I'm actually putting action towards it, I just have this feeling of, oh, I don't really want to do this. But that's okay. Just because I have those feelings doesn't mean that I'm not going to follow through with working out. It's just a feeling, and I can make actions against my feelings, and then my feelings will change in alignment with the actions that I make. So yes, I don't feel like going on my way there. At least I know I'm being consistent with healthy habits, and long term it's going to pay off. I'm back, and during the workout and even afterwards right now, I felt like I'm glad I went. I'm glad that I came to the gym to move my body. I feel good. I feel excited about the workout. Where I'm running, someone just came past me and made a rude comment. So that was a bit, I feel a little bit sick. I don't think I left enough time between when I last ate and when I started running, but I'm gonna keep going, keep pushing.
We're rolling downtown. We're grooving to the sound. We're rolling downtown.
I am back and I feel sick. Not so sick to the point where I needed to stop running, but I didn't feel that well. Something I just wanted to comment on was the idea of overtraining and perfectionism when it comes to getting into a workout routine or exercising. I think when we first start exercising, if we haven't done it for quite some time, we can have the tendency to swing to the extreme. So we tell ourselves, oh, I'm going to work out 7 times a week, but it only lasts in the beginning. And then as life gets busy or as energy levels dropped, like mine did this week, we can fall all the other way to the other end of the spectrum, which is not working out at all. And so we sit on 2 extremes, either working out a lot or not working out at all. But instead of going to 2 extremes, I think finding a good middle ground is the best thing to do. I only exercise 3 times a week, and that's what I can maintain and be consistent with, because we're not just trying to do an action, we're trying to build a lifestyle and build a habit. Just got back from the group gym class and it was so much fun. Both classes were great. They had the same instructor and he was so passionate. He had so much energy and that's really motivating for the members. I was looking at people across the room. They were looking at me, smiling. Sometimes we were talking to each other and making some jokes. And that's really the fun and the power of the group class. It's not so much about doing something that's really intense or hitting a really high goal, but the gym class gives you that boost, that energy, that having fun feeling in your workout journey, which is great if you're struggling with motivation or consistency. Things are always more fun when we do it together. Day 89 of our 90-day journey. Today I'm going to be going to the gym and I'm actually going to be using an app for my workout. The app is called FitBod. This is not sponsored. The app basically makes workouts for you and it gives you warm-ups, it gives you the full breakdown of your workout, it shows you your form and what you should do, as well as the right positioning that you should take, and even incorporates rest times. I found this really useful for beating boredom as well as just helping me be efficient in my routine when deciding what to do when I get to the gym. Back from the gym and I feel great. Even when I was in the gym lifting and I felt like some of the weights were heavy, I felt so good. I could feel that my body was grateful and happy that I was weightlifting. When I weightlift, I can also handle hard things in life. So it really helps me in a holistic perspective, not just exercising and getting my body healthy, but also getting my mind healthy.
I did it. We made it to the end of 90 days. Thank you for coming along on the raw, unpolished journey of what restarting exercise looks like. And as you can see, I struggled even from day one. In fact, so many of us do. Even a study on 29,600 people found that 47.6% of people who wanted to start exercise never followed through. But this video was about how I wasn't going to be a part of that statistic. The funny thing is, I thought this journey was about getting fitter. But through it, I actually learned that it was way more about how I deal with discomfort. I learned way more about myself than I had expected. How I handle feelings of not wanting to do something, how I handle nerves when I feel like everybody is looking at me, and how I handled things when I felt sick, my energy dropped, or I wanted to quit. Exercise became a path for me to learn how I dealt with my emotions, and I learned that my feelings don't have to decide my actions, and that is what gave me the power to move forward in life. Because most of the time we don't exercise because,
oh my gosh, I hope nobody looks at me. It seems like another item on my to-do list. I don't really want to go.
Me too. And I still went, and in that, know that you can still go. It's like brushing your teeth. After a long day, you don't feel like it all the time, but you still get that toothpaste out anyway and start scrubbing because you know the action is way more important than the feeling. But more than that, showing up for exercise makes showing up for other aspects in your life easier. Showing up to difficult conversations where you have to be vulnerable so that you feel more seen and understood gets easier. Showing up to hard tasks at work so that you can progress in your career gets easier. Showing up for your healthy habits so that you can grow as a person gets easier. And over the last 6 years, exercise has been a place where I've practiced showing up for myself. This journey helped me realize I wasn't just afraid of starting exercise. I was afraid of starting things in life when I didn't feel ready. Dreams, job applications, friendships. But through those 90 days, I started to think, if I can show up for running, stretching, lifting, even when I don't feel like it, and even when
I don't feel cute,
then maybe I can keep moving even when life feels heavy. It's just about showing up. Yes, we'll all reach a point when we don't feel like working out, but your story doesn't have to end there. Add one more line. And I showed up anyway. Because exercise teaches you to keep going even when things get difficult. So what's one small step you can take? Is it booking a gym class, taking the stairs instead of the lift, or messaging a friend to go on a 10-minute walk together? I can promise you at some point in your journey, you're not going to feel like working out. But showing up anyway helps remind you that you can handle what life asks of you so that you can build a better career, have more beautiful relationships, and build towards having a healthier body. Remember, who you're truly meant to be is worth becoming. My name's Yuna, and it's been a pleasure to have shared this small portion of your journey with you.